welcome back to my new What If. It's What If Naruto was a Scientist Remastered. Now this is going to be my 200 special, and not my 200 special. I guess it is kind of my 200 special. And I've been gaining a lot of subscribers. I'm grateful. Thank you so much for subscribing. This one dude asked for it, so I'm going to do it. No, I don't know if he wanted it remastered or not. But I'm going to do it remastered because I kind of wanted to remake it. So, yeah. Without further ado... Oh, after you watch this whole entire video, tell me what the ship should be. Yeah, but now that that's over, let's start the What If. The Kyuubi attack just happened. Naruto is in his little room where not in his room, sorry. He is on the crib that the fourth Hokage placed him in. So, then, the third Hokage comes as he sees Naruto. Then he sees Hokage and his wife's dead body. So then he takes Naruto to the Hokage office in his crib as he places him down. Then he goes into the council room because he is the newly appointed Hokage after the fourth Hokage died. So then they ask, what's going to happen to the boy? The third Hokage then said, well, no one's going to believe that he's the Hokage's son, as he is holding the Kyuubi. I will make an announcement that he's holding the Kyuubi very shortly. And then I'll put him in an apartment complex. Hold on, let me search something up real quick. Okay. So, then this happens. So, we do a 2-year time skip. Naruto's in the no, he's actually at Hiruzen's house. He'll get his apartment complex when he's at the age of 4. Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna fix that. Hiruzen then started noticing Naruto being a bit different. Naruto is smart. He was just about as smart as a 2-year-old could be, even smarter. He was just as smart as a 5-year-old. So, Naruto walked over to a book. As he was walking by now, he pulled it out, so he could barely lift it, but then he set it down. As he opened it, he started reading. So, Naruto read the book, and it was about chakra control, actually. He then put it back as he looked at Hiruzen, who was shocked as he said, "What's wrong, Gigi?" Hiruzen then said, "Were you pretending reading that book, Naruto?" Naruto said, "Why would I pretend reading the book?" Hiruzen then eyes went wide as he said, "Naruto, tell me what you saw in that book. Tell me what you read in that book." Naruto then said, well, chakra control. You have to control your chakra so you can do jutsus, hand signs. And one of the best ways to control your chakra is meditating. And when you try controlling your chakra and making it at least stay on your forehead, then you know you have great chakra control and you can go into jutsus. Then Naruto spoke, saying, that's basically what I read in that book. Hiruzen's eyes widened as he said, good job, Naruto. Naruto then nodded as Hiruzen said, I have to go to the Hokage office. I'm going to leave you here trusting you. Naruto then nodded his head. So when Hiruzen left, Naruto pulled out a little scroll. And he read that. as it was about the elemental nations, and then he read another, as that was about the elemental chakras. Then he read another, and that was how to harness your elemental chakras. He read about 50 books today, and they were about shinobi history. He had not looked at the jutsu section yet. Hiruzen then saw as Naruto was sitting on the ground, doing nothing. Hiruzen said, "Naruto, what'd you do all day?" Naruto said, "I played here and there." Hiruzen then nodded. As Naruto, we're then going to do a 2-year time skip. Naruto has grown. He has read jutsus while the Hokage was gone. He's read how to do them. He had a mental image of how he was doing the jutsus, the hand signs and all. He kept that mental image in his mind as he read about all the scrolls they could be. And by the age of 4, Hiruzen said, "Naruto, you must go to this apartment complex as to teach you maturity before you when you become a ninja." Naruto nods his head as he takes the key. He walks himself over, as then the people give glares at Naruto but smile at the Hokage. Then we're at Naruto's house. Naruto says, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go in and check it out." Hiruzen says, "Yes, okay, go in. I'll see you in, good to say, a week or so." Alright, then nod his head as he went in, as he locked the door. Then Naruto saw, as this place kind of had a different feeling to it. As so, when he was going to check on the basement, as this did have a basement, as it was a big apartment, he looked down there. As he saw the door was tall, and then it had the kanji, and then it had the sign of a snake on it. Naruto then looked at the snake was not arranged correctly. The wood on the door wasn't arranged correctly, and it also had a ceiling tag on it, and that also wasn't rearranged correctly. And there were little tripwires everywhere. As Naruto's eyes widened, as so he looks at the tripwires, as they're really thin, but Naruto can see them with his eyes, because he would look everywhere, because he is smart. He would then dodge through the tripwires. As then he'd come up to the door. He would rearrange the door panels. As he would be rearranging the door panels, as they would finally show the symbol of a snake. Naruto would actually be excited about this. He would say, "Whoa," as then he'd push open the door. Then the seal started to glow as the door was pushed open. It opened the door as it looked perfect. The condition was perfect. There was also a bunch of test tubes in a stone cellar. There were rooms upon rooms upon rooms. And as Naruto saw these rooms, he was in awe. As he went in one, it had rusty daggers, rusty sword, and it had a katana that was rusty, but then it had a grinding stone. It also had a kitchen, and it had a lab room. Then it had an extraction room, a test tube room. Then this room, as it had a sign of a dragon. He opened the door. Then he saw an egg. A golden egg. And a note right beside it. As Naruto picked up the note. Remember, he's short. He's only 4 years old. He read the note. As it read, whoever is reading this, this is a dragon egg. I have already had stuff put in it to make it the best egg. I was hoping I'd use it myself, but for the next generational genius. I hope you get this apartment, read it, enjoy. For what I've left you is a gift. This is my laboratory. And at the bottom it says, Snake signing Orochimaru. Naruto then looked at the dragon egg as it was in cold ice, making sure it didn't, get bad, so he could fertilize it. Naruto then made a warm incubation area, as there was the stuff to do that. It took him about a year, though, just doing that. He got taller. So he put all the stuff together as he started incubating the egg. Naruto then said, "Oh, there's one final room. What could this be?" As he opened it up. Then there was live creatures being fed by a constant feeder. Then Naruto said, "Oh." Then Orochimaru left one more note. As this said, "This is where you can take animals and experiment on them. Because I have extraction room over there. So, once you figure out this information, use these animals as I collect them. I put them in here. And I also have a diary explaining all my experiments from day 1 to my last day here. I hope you'll enjoy this, Orochimaru." Naruto then saw the books, ordered 1 to 50. Naruto then decided, I'll read those later. As he then went upstairs, he locked back the door, actually, rearranging the puzzles the way they were. But he detached the trip wires, as he saw no need for them. Only a genius could figure out the door sequence. And if they tried breaking open the door, then it would come back at them. As this is weird, but I don't judge. He went back upstairs. As we do a 3-year time skip. Naruto is in the academy. We're going to do a little flashback, though. When Naruto was the age of 6, he saw the dragon moving. Then he said, after 6 more months, this will hatch. The dragon did eventually hatch. as it went up to Naruto. Naruto then said, "Oh, hello there. My name is Naruto, and I'm the one who hatched you." Dragon then went up to Naruto as Naruto pet the dragon. The dragon then just snuggled up to Naruto. Naruto said, "Okay." As Naruto, before he went to the academy, he fed his dragon, as it was about as tall as Naruto. Meaning it's, I don't know how tall Naruto, Naruto was by the age of 8. So, let's just say he was around 3'7". Yeah, let's say that. He's around 3'7". So, then Naruto decided to go to the academy. As when Naruto went there, he just took a seat. As Iruka then said, "Time to do the for me to teach class." Naruto then said, "Oh, this is going to be boring." So he was looking at Iruka, but he stopped paying attention, thinking about how he's going to fix his place down there once he gets back from the academy back to his house. As basically Naruto hasn't really come in contact with anyone. He hasn't really talked to anyone. He only goes to the store, picks up a few things with the transformation jutsu, and then he leaves. Because of these store clerks that have no ninja training, they can't tell that's Naruto. So, then Naruto is just wondering what he's going to do for right now. He then remembered one key detail, saying, reading a note that the snake Sanin had left 1,000,000 yen for him to continue with his experiments. Naruto then said, "Okay, that's what I have to do." He then stopped. He then listened back in, as Iruka then said, "Okay, we are just going to now go outside for the taijutsu fight." Naruto then nodded, as Naruto went outside for the taijutsu battle. He was against Sasuke. He didn't want to show his real true strength, or the third Hokage would get weary of him. So he looked at Sasuke, as Sasuke looked at him, and he said, "Naruto." Not Naruto, sorry. He's not older than 6. He'd be like, "Okay, I'm gonna beat you up, dope, for I'm Uchiha Elite." Naruto then said, "Bring it on, then." And Naruto was mad. He hates people when they compare him to a dope or a loser. He then saw Sasuke throwing a punch. Naruto then blocked it as he punched Sasuke. Yes, Naruto has been training also. Sasuke then he lost all air for a second. As then Sasuke said, "Well, come at me." Naruto blocked his punch again as he punched him in the stomach. Sasuke then didn't get his breath. He lost all of his breath again. Naruto then kicked Sasuke in the face, as Sasuke went flying. He then said, "Sasuke, I have beaten you," meaning I win. All the fangirls booed. Everyone booed for Naruto, basically. Naruto then walked as Iruka said, okay, today. Oh, hold on. He said, okay, today's class is over. Naruto then nodded as he left. We do a 3-day time skip as the Uchiha Massacre is happening right now. Naruto's walking as he saw Sasuke run into the village. Naruto then said, I see that there's going to be dead Uchiha bodies. Orochimaru said in his thing that Uchiha eyes are very special. They have fully not unlocked their true power. Strength, basically. So, I'm going to start taking their eyes, so no one will know. He then walked in the village casually, as then Naruto plucked out their eyes. Everyone had at least one Tomo Sharingan. Naruto knew that the Uchiha clan would be prideful and they'd unlock their 3 Tomo. As so, Naruto said, I don't really have to do much now. They all have a 3 Tomo Sharingan. He then plucks them out. He plucks them out all, as he also takes blood from each one of them. Itachi saw, as this was a very slow process. It took Naruto a while to do this. So Itachi then saw Naruto with the ice behind him, a bunch of eyes, blood vials, and medical fluid to keep the eyes okay. As then he saw Naruto walking to Itachi's house, or Fugaku and Mikoto. He then thought, oh, Danzo wanted the eyes, but this boy's taking them. He then popped up in front of Naruto and he said, why are you taking the Uchiha's eyes? Naruto then said, well, see, the fact is that I know you're not going to bury them, and I know other people are not going to bury them, so if I take them, at least I know they won't become in someone else's hands. Someone more evil than mine. Tachi then said, don't take the eyes out of my brother. Naruto said, did you not kill him? Tachi said, no, I did not. He's still alive. Naruto then said, okay. As Naruto took Mikoto and Fugaku's eyes, as he knows Fugaku had the Mangekyou Sharingan. As so, he was more interested in this. As he took the eyes. He then took Mikoto's eyes. Mikoto. I don't think that's her. Mikoto's eyes. She also had the 3 Tomo. Then he looked at Sasuke. He said, poor Sasuke. Then he took the blood sample of all 3 of them. He didn't take Sasuke's eyes. He didn't take a lot of blood from Sasuke either. Just enough to fill about an 8-ounce bottle. And then he left back to his house, as no one really saw him. He was in the shadows. Itachi was looking at Naruto, as he was looking at him with curious eyes. Obito then appeared, saying, who are you looking at? Itachi then said, that boy. As Obito saw, as Naruto was fleeing the scene from the back entrance. Obito then said, why is that so surprising to you? You knew someone was going to take the eyes. It's better him than Danzo, right? Itachi then nodded, saying, "Yes, I guess so." So hold on, let me search up how many Uchiha clan members there were. Let's say there was about 200 Uchihas. That's pretty reasonable. I'm pretty sure. That's pretty reasonable. So, Naruto basically had 400 eyes. No, minus 4. So he had 396 eyes of the Uchiha. So then he also had a lot of blood samples. As when he went back to his house, locked the door, went downstairs, rearranging the puzzle. It opened as Naruto saw the dragon. The dragon was staring at Naruto with curious eyes. Naruto then said, "I have to put something in the freezer real quick." Or, my test lab. As he leaves, the dragon then follows as Naruto opens the laboratory full of medical ninjutsu tubes. Naruto then puts the blood sample in ice right next to the eyes that they belong in. He had a lot of test tubes he expanded. As then when you see the back too, it said Fugaku and Mikoto Uchiha eyes and blood samples. As the blood samples were right near it, you could see that all the Sharingans were activated, the 3 Tomo Sharingan and Fugaku's Bangeku Sharingan. As Naruto then smiled at his collection. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so, yeah, let's continue this part. Naruto hears a knock at his door as he stopped looking at the Uchiha eyes. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, so he stopped looking at the Uchiha eyes. He went upstairs. He then started mixing up the door. And so then we see Naruto runs up as he sees the Hokage. He's like, "Yes, Hokage." The Hokage says, "Naruto, how you doing? I heard there's a Uchiha massacre, and you're near that area. I just wanted to check in on you." Naruto says, "Yes, I'm fine. So then the Hokage says, "Okay, Naruto, just wanted to check." As then Naruto closes the door. The Hokage calls a meeting afterwards. As he then says, "Danzo, have you seen where the Uchiha eyes have went?" Danzo then said, "No, Hiruzen. But if you're thinking I took them, I didn't." As Hiruzen then nodded. He said, "Okay. It's just, if someone got the Uchiha eyes and they used it for evil, it's pretty easy since they have over 300 Uchiha eyes." Danzo then said, "Hiruzen, should we try tracking down whoever stole the Uchiha eyes?" Hiruzen then said, "Well, I don't know who took them, but we will find them eventually, and then replace and put back their eyes the way they were." So then Danzo said, "Okay, Hiruzen." We see Naruto as he's in his laboratory. His dragon is playing around as Naruto is still thinking to himself, "What's so different about Fugaku's eyes? I must have knowledge about this." So then Naruto stood up as the dragon looked at him. And like I said, this dragon is gold. with scales as hard as steel, the wings that are growing still, with breath of fire. And then Naruto says, I'll be off real quick. I will talk to you soon. And so then the dragon nods its head as it starts playing again. Naruto then said, okay, let's read the scrolls. So Naruto goes to the Uchiha compound. He looks at their library. He opens the scrolls. You need Uchiha eyes for these. So only the Uchiha could read it. Naruto said, clever. Really clever. So, how about I steal these? As he took all the Uchiha scrolls, he had them in a backpack. No, he had them in a scroll that was 10 times bigger than them. He then went back to his house. As there was Sasuke Uchiha, who saw a man with Jonin speed went away. Sasuke, this would have been the day after the Uchiha massacre. Just saying, so Sasuke went into Uchiha library as he saw him leaving from there. He then said, our clan's scrolls. As he ran to the Hokage. As fast as an 8-year-old could run. The Hokage then said, Sasuke Uchiha, what's wrong? Sasuke said, one of your Jonins took my scroll. My family scrolls. And I caught him leaving. The Hokage then called all Jonin. All the Jonin come here. As he asked each one of them if they took the Uchiha scrolls. They replied with, no, Hokage. We each were talking to each other at a Dango place. One of them spoke up. Hokage then said, okay, you may leave. Sasuke Uchiha, let's go check it out. Sasuke then says, okay, Hokage. As they go and they see that all the scrolls are gone. As Hokage said, very troubling, very troubling. We were going to take these scrolls away from you. Because of the fact that you're too young to read them. You don't even have the Sharingan. But now that someone's taken them away, we'd have to look for them. We see Naruto as he says, piece of cake. He then goes down in his basement as he throws it. And Naruto has upgraded the place a bit. As the door is also a blood seal now. So Naruto could have gotten easier. You have to solve the puzzle, and then you have to get in with a blood sample of Naruto's. He also read the diaries. As then he read one interesting. At the Root Ambu, it's called, there's Hashirama cell. At the hospital, there's Hashirama cells. And if you injected one into you, we've had many failed experiments. Naruto then said, hey Dragon, you wanna renovate more of this place for me? I want you to, go and make a new room. And I want you to make it as far as possible under the ground. The dragon did that, as it loved just destroying rock, melting it even. as Naruto made shadow clones. As they started making the test tube, filling them with medical ninjutsu liquid. He then said, "This is interesting. Only someone with Anbu status could get in there. Transformation jutsu. This won't work on them, though, because they'll sense that I'm different. Hold on." As he practiced even more, he then got it down, as no one could really notice that he was not an Anbu status. He then went to the Okage office he then went to the he then went to the hospital, as then there's a laboratory on the side of the hospital. Naruto goes in there, as no one really noticed him, as they were not trained in sensory type ninjutsu. They were just trained in medical ninjutsu, so they're not that good of a sensor. Naruto then said, "Well, time to steal these." As there was about 9 left, so Naruto took all 9 as he vanished. Yes, let me, I'm gonna say they were in the hospital, and I'm gonna say that Danzo didn't take them all, or Danzo would gain suspicion. Yeah, so let's begin. As then Naruto sunshin out of there with the 9 stuff on ice. As then he saw Hokage at his front door. Naruto said, "Damn, I want to do this." He then thought of something. He then did a body flicker, as he body flickered in his house from the back entrance. He then went downstairs as he put it on ice. Okage kept on knocking at Naruto's door for a good 30 minutes until he thought, maybe Naruto isn't home. But no, after Naruto put this ice in the Senju room, the cells in the Senju room, and he looked at the Uchiha cells room, and they actually did pretty good. So he then went upstairs as he locked the door again. So then Naruto walked upstairs and he opened the door and he said, "Hi, Okage. What you need?" He then said, "Naruto, have you learned of someone who took the Uchiha eyes? I knew you're smart, so I wanted an extra pair of eyes to see how you, what you thought." Naruto then nodded his head as they went off. Naruto also talked to the dragon, and he said, "Dragon, wait down here. You can play a bit more. I have to see the Okage." So then he went. So then we see the Okage as they're there, as they were about to bury the graves, but Naruto needed to look at them. He said, well, they'd have to put their 3 fingers on his eye and start pressing down. So, and by the way these look like, they were taken out really fast. And if someone wasn't careful, they could have destroyed the eyes. So, I don't know, Kage-sama. Then the Hokage said, "Okay, Naruto, you can go." Naruto then left. As he says, I'm missing one Uchiha eyes for my collection. But I promised Itachi I wouldn't kill him, so I just decided to take his blood. I really need his Uchiha eye, though. If I get his Uchiha eyes, there will be more stuff to unlock, as those have not fully matured. But I will get them matured, just like I did with the rest. He will have the three Tomo Sharingan, and I will see what Fugaku's eyes even do. As he goes back, as he was thinking this to himself, the Hokage noticed that Naruto was thinking to himself as he said, "Did Naruto take the Uchiha eyes? No, it can't be. He has no use for them, right?" Naruto went down there. But then Naruto saw something unexpected. He saw that his dragon was sleeping, and he saw Orochimaru standing at his desk where he wrote down his own little notes. As Orochimaru was looking at them, Orochimaru then sensed a presence as Naruto pulled out a katana of sorts. And he says, "Who are you?" Orochimaru then turns around and he says, "My name is Orochimaru, and I could not get past your seals for the Uchiha room in the Senju. So you're the one who's taken over this base, and I've seen you done well for yourself." Naruto then said, "Are we going to get into battle, or can I resheath my sword?" Orochimaru said, "There's no need to battle, boy, for I am also a scientist." Naruto then said, "Okay," as he resheathed the sword. Orochimaru then says, "So, you've got new weapons for the torture room, I see." Naruto says, "Yes, I haven't had a use for them, though." And Orochimaru said, "You also hatched the dragon I put there." Naruto said, "Yeah, he's been helping me build that Senju room, as it helps a lot." Orochimaru then said, "So what deal could we make for me to give me a pair of those Uchiha eyes and its blood?" Naruto said, "Well, you'd have to make a deal with me that'd be worth my while, as seeing I'm missing 4 eyes for my collection of Uchiha eyes." Orochimaru then said, "Oh, so you're missing Itachi's and Sasuke's?" Naruto said, "Yep. I got all of them, and they're all upgraded to the 3 Tomo Sharingan. But I just need to be able to kill. I just need to be able to take their eyes. As Itachi, I promised Itachi I wouldn't take his brother's eyes, because he was right there in front of me. He saw me take the rest of Uchiha eyes, but what could you have that I want so bad?" Orochimaru then said, "How about, I will, hold on, let me think about this. I'm trying not to give you something that I need as valuable. I'm trying to give you something that's simple." Naruto says, "Well, I also have the Uchiha scrolls, and they're in that Uchiha room." Orochimaru's eyes widened as he said, "How did you get the Uchiha scrolls?" "I took them, of course. Only one Uchiha is left in the village, and he's Sasuke Uchiha. And he obviously can't beat me." And I also, so the library of jutsus is now gone. Orochimaru also said, "Did you get Fugaku's?" Like I said, Orochimaru, I got all 396 eyes. especially Fugaku's Mangekyou Sharingan, as I've heard about those, so I definitely needed one. But, yeah, I'm going to be putting Uchiha family members' blood in their eyes, but I have to read about that, or maybe I need their chakra to fuse with it, upgrading it. But, wait, hold on, give me a second. So, I'm gonna say by Uchiha blood of the family members that they get their Mangekyou Sharingan. So, maybe Naruto will have an army of Sharingan people. Orochimaru eyes then said, Orochimaru's eyes then widened as he said, You have so many Mangekyou Sharingans. Eternal Mangekyou Sharingans. If you get your Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, that would be amazing. As Naruto then said, Yep. If I got the Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan, it'd be amazing for all of them. So I will put, I will make their eyes activate the Mangekyou Sharingan. Hold on, give me a second. As Orochimaru then said, so you're gonna wear all Uchiha eyes? Naruto said, yes, if I wear all of them at the exact same time and then kill someone as my friend, then I get them. Or I just train so hard that they'll unlock, as I'd be like a dead state. Or I could watch myself killing my best friend over and over again. It will affect me a bit, but I will unlock all the Mangekyous for it. Orochimaru then said, Naruto, you're great. Not only that, you're amazing. So Naruto said, well, I try to inspire. Now, it will be difficult for me to attach all Uchiha eyes, so I'll have to go through a cycle. This will take about a month for me to do. Orochimaru then said, Naruto, I can give you something that might help you. Make an army. I will give you a curse mark jutsu. And with this curse mark, you put your chakra in someone's neck or body, anywhere, and they follow you, so you can make the pain stop, and you upgrade them by killing them with one of these as the to-go pill. Naruto said, sorry, Orochimaru, but I kinda wanted to know if you could help me with making my own summoning dimension. Orochimaru then said, ooh, that is interesting. Why do you need your own summoning dimension? Naruto pointed to the dragon. As Orochimaru said, oh, yes, that would be amazing. As if you unlocked the dragon summoning, you would be powerful indeed. Naruto said, yep. Then Orochimaru said, deal. Naruto then said, okay, let's work on it first, and then I will give you the Uchiha Eye. The Uchiha Eye. Orochimaru then nodded, as then Naruto said, oh, one more thing. How did you stabilize the Senju DNA? As if I stabilized in a person, they'd follow, so I'd be their known father. Orochimaru then said, well, Naruto, I didn't know if he would succeed or not, but I constantly put chakra into it, making sure that he'd survive. I would constantly put chakra into it. The medical fluid was overrun with chakra. I also healed him every day, and he will grow. Naruto then nodded, as he said, "That's good advice." Orochimaru then said, "Okay, let's get to work." Naruto then made a clone to go to school, as here we do the 4-year time skip. Naruto is about 5'7". The dragon is about 10'7", or tall as the Hokage building. He has his own summoning dimension. And I'm gonna make the dragon a she, just for purposes. So, and then we see as Naruto is basically going into the academy, as today's the academy exam. Naruto hasn't really shown his power at all. He only showed it against Sasuke, fighting against Sasuke. So Naruto would always win the fight. He didn't want to lose. He then, Iruka then said, "It's time for the final exam." Iruka passes out the paper. Naruto fills it out first. He wrote so fast, this was surprising. As Naruto then finished, as he stopped writing. Iruka then looked up. He walked up and he saw Naruto finish the whole entire thing. He then said, "Naruto, you finished that in a minute. How'd you do that?" Naruto said, "Got fast hands, Iruka." Okay, so Naruto has basically put his body through a lot, as he kept on seeing him kill his dragon friend. As Naruto got used to his genjutsu afterwards, but his eyes still activated. So, Naruto has about 396 Mangekyou Sharingans, and going to become eternal soon. Yeah. So, basically now we see Naruto. Naruto is it's about the taijutsu fight now. Naruto says, okay. As Sasuke ran up to Naruto, saying, "I will fight you and I will win this time." Naruto said, "Okay." Sasuke then Iruka then said, "Okay, Sasuke and Naruto fight." Sasuke went into just the Academy Taijutsu. As Naruto went into his Taijutsu stance, as his 2 feet were his left foot was out, his right foot was back. He took out the hands. As then Iruka said, "Begin." As Naruto ran up, as he was speed, as Sasuke threw a punch, Naruto dodged it, and it was like he was, it was so fast that he dodged. He then kicked Sasuke in the back, as it was as hard as stone. As Naruto then punched Sasuke in the face, as his nose started to bleed. Naruto then did a spin kick, as he kicked Sasuke out of the arena. As Sasuke was bloody, his nose was. Then Iruka said, "Naruto is the winner." Um, Naruto says, as Naruto's walking back, he hears all the fangirls of Sasuke say, "He cheated." Ruka then said, "How can he cheat if he's doing the same thing as everyone else, as he was doing a taijutsu battle?" They then became quiet. So it was then the transformation in jutsu. So you were to show off one jutsu you knew. Naruto went last, as he did the transformation jutsu, transformed into the snake Sani Orochimaru. Then he did multi-shadow clone. He then did shadow clone jutsu, as then he did I'm blanking on the name. It's called Substitution Jutsu. He substituted with Mizuki, as then he was supposed to show off a jutsu, so he went back to his normal form. He started running through hand signs, as he said, "Fire style, Great Destroyer Flame." As they were outside, Naruto was able to do this. As he shot at full power, then their eyes went wide. As Naruto then said, "Okay, Ruka, may I go back?" Yes. Sasuke then got angry as he saw Naruto do a powerful jutsu. We then have Ruka saying, "You'll pass. Naruto, here's your headband." He gives Sakura a headband too and all that. Mizuki then decides he's just going to have to steal the scroll himself. He does that. Naruto notices that Mizuki is running away from the village, so he says, As he then runs to Mizuki, Mizuki said, "Naruto, why are you here?" Naruto says, "Well, I saw you stealing the scroll ceiling. It's technically against our village, but aren't you stealing it for Orochimaru?" Mizuki said, "How'd you know that?" "Well, me and him have been talking. He's always wanted the scroll, so yeah, I'll be taking that from you." Then Mizuki said, "Don't make me laugh, as you could take this from me." Naruto then said, "Well, if you don't think I can, then how about this?" As he then was running through hand signs, as this was scaring Mizuki, as he saw what Naruto could do. Naruto then said, "Raikiri." As Lightning Dragon hit Mizuki, the Anbu would be eluded, so Naruto took the scroll and made shadow clones, hiding Mizuki's body forever. He sealed the scroll in his arm, and so then he beat himself up a bit, as he was then taken to the hospital. They healed him. Naruto got up saying, "Hi, Lord Third, what happened?" "Naruto, you got beaten up really badly. Do you know what happened to Mizuki and the scroll?" "No, I don't. Can I go back to my house now?" The Hokage said, "Yes, Naruto, you may." Naruto leaves. As he puts the scroll in his basement, he then sees Orochimaru also waiting there. As Orochimaru said, "Do you know why Mizuki has not given me my scroll yet?" Naruto says, "Yes, I do." As he said, give me a second." As he goes through the Uchiha door, he places the scroll, as then he walks out, as he sees that Orochimaru is waiting. As he says, "Orochimaru, Why do you want the scroll so bad? Shimara then said, well, it has jutsus that I need to learn. Naruto said, okay. Well, I will talk to you later, Orochimaru. Goodbye. Orochimaru then nodded as he said, okay, goodbye, Naruto. Naruto then left. As I'm gonna pause this real quick and take a little break, and then I'll be right back. Give me a second. Basically going to do a 3-day time skip, going into the, what is it called? Team selection? Yeah, team selection. As all the teams were the same. Naruto then said, okay. As he waited for Kakashi. Kakashi took a couple hours. Because he was also instructed by, he also went up to the Hokage's office, because Anbu ordered it. He then asked Hokage-sama, what do you need? The Hokage then said, keep an eye on Naruto Uzumaki, or Uzumaki Naruto. As he's kind of suspicious right now. Just want you to watch over him. Kakashi then nods as he then goes to his team. After taking about 5 detours, after reading his book for 5 hours, he then went. He then said, yo, meet me on the roof. As then he body flickers. Naruto body flickers also up with him. And he says, waiting for Sasuke and Sakura now. Sakura and Sasuke come. And Sakura and Sasuke's and, what's his name? Kakashi is the normal, oh, Sasuke, I want to have a dream, whatever. This is Naruto's though. My likes is reading and gaining more power. Dislikes, annoying people that waste my time. Dream is to know everything in this world. Kakashi then took note of this. Kakashi then says, we'll come tomorrow for the bell test. Naruto then nodded as he went off. Naruto has put the Eternal Mangekyou Sharingans into every eye. Yes, that's what I'm doing. So Naruto is now studying the eyes. He definitely does not take them out of the medical ninja fluid. If he did that, they die. I mean, the eyes would then, start dying. Naruto definitely does not want that. So he says, if I need them, I'll attach the 2 that I really want to my eyes. So then he looks at his massive army of Eternal Mangekyou Sharingans. And then he sees the test tubes and he's saying, soon, people, soon, I will have my army. And he looks at the wood Senju side, as he also looked, as it was still being renovated. He then said, well, let's get started. As he then did some more reading. He wants to have this thing perfect. Like, if he does not have this perfect, he's going to waste cells, and he cannot do that. He then said, well, it's almost time, but I can't get any sleep. For as I need to go and be okay. So he drinks. He reads more books. And pulls out some water as he drinks it. So then he says, let's see. As he takes one of Fugaku's Mangekyou Sharingans out, and he kind of swishes around a bit, get the water off. He then implants it in his eye taking out his other eye, placing in Fugaku's other Mangekyou Sharingan place. As he said, "I will come back for you." He then covered his eye. As Naruto then said, "Well, I guess it's almost time." As he then went in his mindscape. As the Kyuubi said, "Finally, Naruto, I see you. Still hate you, but I hate you even more that you implanted that." Naruto then said, "Well, Fox, I will soon know your name, as I've been reading a lot of scrolls. I know your name starts with a K, and if help me attach this Uchiha eye, making it permanently there. And I need you to fix it, so I'm going to inject Fugaku's DNA in me. I need you to fix it. Fix the body system, making it be able for me to turn it on and off." Kurama then said, I can attach it to your chakra core perfectly, meaning it won't take up your chakra as much, be less chakra damaging, but turning it on and off is a whole nother feat I cannot do. Now, if you had Uchiha blood in you, that'd be different. But as seen, you don't. Naruto then said, "I'm done with this. You have to do experiments on yourself." As so, then he opens Fugaku's blood sample as he takes the syringe, taking out all the blood as he shoves it in him. As Naruto is feeling a bit oozy, as the fox said, "Haha." As the fox is kind of scared of Naruto, because Naruto has the Sharingan. He just continues with the healing process. Naruto then says, "Well, time to get some sleep," as he's barely standing. The dragon then comes up as, yes, it has its own summoning dimension, but he can also shrink and help Naruto out. The dragon helps Naruto out. Naruto stands. As he then put the headband over his eye, as it was no longer showing. He then said, "Well, let's get ready for the test tomorrow." The next day, he lifted up his headband, as Naruto could not see red anymore. As then, Kurama said, "There you go. There, it's fixed." Naruto said, "Well, that's good. Now that I have Fugaku Uchiha's eyes, this will even be better. Now, let me go back in there." As he takes the other Fugaku Uchiha's eyes, as he implants it, he now has Fugaku's eyes, and he has 2 normal eyes, as the rest of the eyes are for his Naruto's army that he may make. Naruto then eats breakfast, and then he then goes to the training ground. Naruto comes as soon as Kakashi comes. Kakashi said, "Yo," as Sakura yelled at both of them, saying, "Why are you guys late?" Naruto said, "If you were actually smart, Sakura, you would notice that Kakashi was extremely late. So, just come late today. If he's not here, then why should you?" So, Kakashi then said Hokage wasn't kidding when he said Naruto was smart. Naruto then said, "Okay, Kakashi, what's the rules?" Kakashi says, "If you don't come at me with killing intent, you're sure to lose." As Naruto nodded said, he didn't want to use Fugaku's eyes. Just for the fact is that Naruto, it would give away that Naruto has Uchiha eyes. And that'd be bad. Really bad. So, then, Kakashi says, begin. As Naruto jumps backwards, as he says, multi-Shaolin Jutsu. And then he says, water style, water shockwave. As he shoots a ginormous, water wave. And he says, lightning style, lightning stream. So, then he shoots out a stream of lightning as it hit the wave, making the wave become bigger. He then, Kakashi eyes widen, as he then says, Headhunter Jutsu. As he jumps down, Naruto then jumps up, as he throws 3 explosive tags. They hit the ground as they explode. Kakashi substitutes with a lock and he says, Naruto, you're good. Naruto said, well, I am. As then, Naruto says, Genjutsu. Hidden factor. Let's call it the hidden factor. As his eyes were at the Fugaku's Mangekyou state. Kakashi couldn't really see through this, as the Sharingan was activated. You know what I mean? So then Naruto said, water style, water bullets, lightning style, lightning stream. As he, the water bullets then become lightning. As one hits Kakashi. Kakashi then jumps back a bit. As then Sasuke pops out saying, fire style, fireball jutsu. Kakashi then does a headhunter jutsu. As he shoves Sasuke under the ground, placing Sakura in a genjutsu. Now, he says, I might have to work on you, Naruto. He puts away the book. As he goes into taijutsu fight. Naruto can see all of his punches. As Naruto's blocking them, giving his own punches. As, Kakashi says, how are you doing this, Naruto? You shouldn't be stronger than me. He then says, I might have to use this Naruto saw Kakashi pulling up the Sharingan. So he deactivated the Genjutsu and took away his Uchiha eyes. As Kakashi was at the 3 Tomo, Naruto then said, Fire style, fireball jutsu. Fire style, phoenix flower jutsu. Wind style, wind bullets. As the phoenix flower jutsu and the fire style got bigger and faster. Kakashi had to dodge all of these. It was really hard though. So one hit him on the shoulder. Kakashi then jumped backwards. As he was like, how'd this boy doing this? Naruto then pulls out a katana. As he rushes forward, as he's going pretty high speeds. Kakashi sees this as he blocks with his kunai. Naruto then said, he then kicked Kakashi as Kakashi saw this blocking it. Naruto then did a spinning whirlwind. As he jumped up in the air, spinned his legs as it was hitting Kakashi. Naruto then cut off the bells while Kakashi was distracted. So Naruto said, look what I got here, Kakashi. Kakashi then looked as he saw there were no more bells. Hold on, give me a second. Then Kakashi looked at Naruto as he said, impressive. Kakashi then put down his headband over his eye, as then Naruto gave Sakura and Sasuke each a bell. Kakashi says, you'll pass. Kakashi then said, okay, well, I have to go talk to Lord Third now. Bye. As Naruto also body flickered to his hideout. As Naruto was thinking, what should I do? As then he remembered something. He knows there's a civilian, a ninja kid that did not pass, that did pass. His name was, actually no, never mind. There was, let's say from the Nara clan, actually, yeah. There's a kid on the Nara clan, the street he walks by every day. And it's not Shikamaru. It's just a random Nara. He's like 1 year old. So Naruto thought, perfect for my experiments. So then he body flickered to the kid. As the kid was just walking out of his parents, Naruto then disguised him as Anbu with the Lord Third symbol on his mask, meaning he's part of Lord Third's Anbu. So he then took the child with fast-paced speed. The mother was not looking at that point in time. Then she looked down as her kid was gone. Naruto put sedatives in the boy. The boy is now asleep. Naruto thought, let's see. I will put a low-ranking, Uchiha eyes, as I did not master them all, as it was too time-consuming. I have about 100 regular Uchiha eyes with the one Tomo, but that's it. They'd have to upgrade it themselves. Let's test this out. As Naruto then injected the kid with Uchiha blood, he is getting 25% Uchiha. So he's 75% Nara and 25% Uchiha. So Naruto then put him in a test tube, taking out the Nara's eyes, putting in the Uchihas. As Naruto said, it's going to take some bonding time, but after a year, he should be ready. Maybe 2. But the Senju is going to be lots more harder. Let's see. What other clan is there in the Leaf that I could maybe use? The Hyugas. Now that's interesting. Let's make a Hyuga room. So Naruto then is kind of going a little bit crazy, just a little bit. So Naruto went through the Hyuga compound, as he stole about 5 kids. They're about 1 year old. They could eat on their own. They didn't need to at this point. Naruto took 5 kids and killed 5 their parents with the Hyuga dojutsu. So Naruto took the parents' eyes, and he took their blood, as this was just for Naruto to test on. He really didn't need the eyes, because if he stole Hyuga children, they had the potential. But if he stole people not in the Hyuga, they need time to bond with their eyes. So, yeah. So he then goes in the Senju room. He's right now making an Hyuga room. He placed the kid in a test tube. As he took out the DNA, as he said, let's hope it bonds. As he injected the DNA, Naruto said, I'm gonna have to keep a constant eye on this, meaning I'm gonna have to send a Shadow Clone for these D-rank missions. If I can keep this as a constant chakra flow for about a month, he should have enough chakra. This might take a while, though, as he was doing this for a month while it was just a Shadow Clone taking Naruto's place. Now, Kakashi and Hokage knew this. They didn't do anything about it. They thought Naruto was busy, but he needed to be here soon, real fast. Then they started doing missions. As Kakashi also sent a clone to talk to Lord Third, asking, "Do you know why Naruto isn't coming to the missions?" Hiruzen said, "No. We'll give his clone about a month, and then I'll give him a high-ranking mission, meaning he's going to have to use his own strength." As Naruto Naruto is repopulating the dragon summoning stuff now. There was also a baby boy that he hid in secret. And he's going to plan on mating them two together to remake the Dragon Clan. So, yeah. Naruto has been working on this Hyuga with the Senju for about a month. Constantly giving it chakra, making sure it doesn't destroy the boy's body. Now, for the 4 other boys, Naruto also had to use clones for. As he only had 4 Senju DNA samples left. And if he used any more, this would go bad. So he needed to keep at least 4. So then Naruto pumped his chakra and pumped it. As the Hyuga, it looked like it was bonding perfectly. Naruto had to keep on adding chakra upon chakra, as the Kyuubi was also giving Naruto chakra, so he wanted to see how this would end. About a month has passed, as Naruto was exhausted. He's been doing this for a month. Orochimaru has also tried to visit, but there's something blocking him from entering the place. The Nara member is bonding with the Uchiha cells wonderfully. He is happy with this. Now we do a flashback about the time where the kids started going missing again. They called a council meeting, as Hayashi said, 10 of my Hyuga members went missing. And then the Nara clan said, 1 of my members went missing. Hiruzen said, could it be Orochimaru? They said, possibly. I think there's been signs of him. Danzo then thought, I should go talk to Orochimaru, seeing if he's doing this. He then went over to Orochimaru. After the meeting, of course, Danzo went to talk to Orochimaru. He said, Orochimaru, are you the one stealing these children again? Orochimaru said, no, but I know who is. Danzo then said, who? He probably stole my Uchiha eyes. Orochimaru then said, sorry, scientist secret. I cannot tell you who has been taking the kids. If I did, it'd be no fun for me. So how about we just continue this? As Danzo then said, whatever. As then, since it's now a month has passed, Naruto's clone is standing there. As Sasuke spoke up, he said, I want a high-ranking ninja. Not high-ranking ninja. High-ranking mission. For I am Uchiha Elite, you must give it to me. Here's and then said, Sasuke, if I gave you a high-ranking mission, would that be happy enough for you not to be mad and whatever? Sasuke then said yes. He said, fine, you get a C-rank mission. As this was Hiruzen's plan all along. Sasuke pumped up his fist happily. So then Naruto's clone was kind of sweating, as he says, Hokage, are you sure we're ready for a C-rank mission? As then Hokage's like, yes, Naruto, why wouldn't you? Hokage, I got a pretty good description of the fight with you and Kakashi. I feel like you're definitely ready for a C-rank mission. Naruto then said, okay, well, we need to pack our things, right? So give me a couple hours. I need about 2. Hokage then said, yes, Naruto, let me walk you home also. Naruto then was a little bit calmer, as he knew he wouldn't find anything. They walk home as Naruto was about to close the door. As Hiruzen then said, well, Naruto, how about we drink some tea and catch up? Naruto says, but I have a mission. Oh, it would only take 30 minutes. The Shadow nodded as they were drinking tea, as Hiruzen said, well, Naruto, it looks like you've tidied up the place. Have you ever went down in the basement before? No, I have not. Hiruzen then said, well, okay, I will be going now. I hope you enjoy packing in this C-rank mission. He nodded as he closed the door. He then poofed as the memories went to Naruto. Naruto said, really? As he stopped healing the Hyuga. As the Hyuga eyes were closed, as he then said, as Kurama was helping a bit, not too much, as then Kurama said, Naruto, I can give you back all your chakra, but stamina, it's going to be a different story. Naruto said, okay. As the Ninetales gave him chakra, he was happy. He got his chakra back. He then said, Clouds, this should be enough healing, as we did what Orochimaru asked. They nodded as they all disappeared. Naruto then started packing. As Orochimaru then said, Naruto, when did you start kidnapping kids? Naruto, a snake then went flying at Orochimaru. And Orochimaru held it. It then started turning to dust. As Orochimaru's fingertips started turning into dust. Naruto then threw a little drink vial at Orochimaru. Orochimaru drank it. As his hands went back to normal, he said, what was that? Naruto said, it's called a disintegrating snake. I have that trapped all around here. If it does not sense my chakra presence, then the person invading will start to be attacked by snakes that turn into ash as soon as you touch them. And the fingers that you touched with, that would basically disintegrate your body slowly and painfully. Now, I have to get going, or I'm going to be late for my mission. And to answer your question, when did I start? Well, I needed some test subjects for the Senju, the Hyuga. Well, I haven't got any in the Hyuga room, but the Nara is in the Uchiha room. So right now they're being prepared. As in couple of days, now that I pumped so much chakra into the Hyugas, they should be awoken. And the Nara should be awakening soon. Maybe one day. And it will make me look like his father, which he'd bay me then. And I teach him in his clan dojutsu. And his clan jutsu, called the Shao Possession Jutsu. That will also be training him to be stronger than Anbu. He will be my personal Anbu, I guess. As if you have any more clan members that you'd like to send at me so I could make them a Hyuga, I can make them a Nara. I'll be taking a little bit more Hyugas and a little bit more Naras. And the Senju, I have 4 capsules left of his blood. The Uchiha, let's just say I have a ton. Orochimaru then said, I see. Well, Naruto, I guess I will talk to you if I have any more members that you need to check out. Naruto then nodded as Naruto left, as he was at the main gate. He had a scroll, and that's it. He had it also in a backpack. So then Kakashi came as they were going. Naruto then noticed the puddle, as so did Kakashi. As Naruto then went through hand signs, as he said, Fire Style, Phoenix, Flame Dragon Bomb. Not Phoenix, sorry. Flame Dragon Bomb. As he then shot out a Fire Dragon Bomb. As it hit them. They were surprised, kinda. So this burned a lot of their body, as they could barely move. Naruto then said, he threw the kunais as he did the hand sign. He says, multi kunai clone. I don't know what it's called, but the kunais multiplied. As so then they hit him as they died. Naruto then said, well, it's time to get ready to move on. Jasna should have said this was a C rank or higher. He nodded, saying, sorry, but I need to. Back in Konoha, Naruto and them were walking, but back in Konoha, there's 3 Anbus in front of the Hokage. As they went in Naruto's house, they went down to the basement. As they saw a door, but it had mixed up snake symbols, and there was nothing on it. There was a couple seals that was also mixed up. There were also 2 little seals near the door. Hiruzen then said, well, these seals look newer. They don't have as much dust as the others. So Naruto may have come down here. I want you to enter the place and find what Naruto is hiding from me, of all people. They said, yes, sir. As they started solving the puzzle, as it was very difficult. When you move 1 block, it matters. As they said, we can't even solve this. It's really hard. It'll probably take us an hour. Hiruzen said, it'll take me 30 minutes. Move. He then does in 30 minutes. As Naruto's 30 minutes before seeing Zabuza. So he's still in the point of view of Konoha. As then the snake symbol grew a bit. It looked like he was waiting for something. As then he saw the blood stains. As he said, a blood seal, meaning we cannot enter. And then then the walls opened up as snakes shot out. As the Anbu tried dodging these, they even grabbed one. As all 3 of them grabbed 1 snake, Hiruzen just dodged these, as they weren't that much. As the snakes stopped, then he looked at his Anbu, as their hands were disintegrating. as they were also disintegrating. All of them were screaming in pain. He then said, this has to be Orochimaru's work. This can't be Naruto's. Naruto doesn't use snakes. And then we see behind Hiruzen. Hiruzen looks behind as he sees a little slightly bigger snake than the rest of the snakes that came out. Hiruzen said, what are you? As it hissed as it went for the bite. As he dodged it, as he said, first off, Phoenix Flower Jutsu. As he shot out fireballs. As this was a pretty big room, so yeah. The snake then started to burn to ash. As Hiruzen started to leave, saying, this is very interesting. As then we look inside the door, as it was Orochimaru trying to break into the seals to get in the rooms to see what was happening, but he was always stopped, as it needed blood of Naruto. He didn't have any. Orochimaru then said, fine, I'll keep my partnership with him. As so, it's been 30 minutes. As so, we look back at Naruto's team. Naruto's walking as he then sees Zabuza in the bush as he throws a kunai. As then the bush shakes a bit, but then you hear a loud squeal as he looked as it was a bunny rabbit as Naruto said, duck! As they all ducked. As Zabuza's blade came flying. He then stepped on the blade as he said, Kakashi of the Sharingan, do you care if I fight you? Then Kakashi said, Zabuza Momoshiki. Zabuza then said, whatever, let's battle. As he took out the sword, as he went after Kakashi, the same thing happens. Naruto then says, I guess I'm gonna have to do this. He then goes through hand signs and he says, Fire Style, Majestic Destroyer Flame. As Zabuza had to jump, but it kind of hit Kakashi a bit. Because it's long, it was really, really wide. As Kakashi kind of had to jump besides Naruto. As Naruto then started to look at Zabuza, as Zabuza said, Kid, you're good. Naruto then unsheathed his sword, his katana, as he went after Zabuza. Zabuza then said, okay. So he went after Naruto. Naruto got a couple good hits off, hitting Zabuza's legs, cutting off the tendons. As so, Naruto did this, and Zabuza started to kneel. As Naruto then kicked Zabuza in the face as he started doing hand signs as Phoenix Flower Jutsu. But then, you see a ice dragon as it hit all of the fireballs. As we see Haku, as Naruto grinned in his mind widely, as it was from the clan of the Yuki clan. As he then said, you're part of the Yuki clan, aren't you? She nodded as Naruto then said, well, let's make this easier on ourselves. As Kakashi had to put down his Sharingan or he'd be just wasting his chakra. Naruto then started putting chakra to his eyes as it was the Mangekyou Sharingan. Naruto said, go to sleep. Genjutsu. Sleeping terrification. As Haku went to sleep, but she was still in the water, Naruto then picked up Haku as he sealed Haku in a scroll. Now she's not dead. She's just in a genjutsu. And I'm saying you can seal bodies in a scroll if they're unable to fight. Then he looked at Zabuza and said, "I get a huge bounty for your head." As Zabuza was terrified, as Naruto then picked up Zabuza's executioner blade. As he swung it, as Zabuza's head fell off, Naruto then pulled out another scroll as he sealed it. And he sealed the executioner blade. Naruto said, "I might get a bonus for this." As then all of them were looking at Naruto as Naruto deactivated his Sharingan. They then said, "Naruto, how are you this strong?" Naruto said, "I've been training." As so then it was time for the bridge. As this is just going to be boring bits a bit, of Naruto, Team 7 training, all that. So let's go back to the Leaf Village. As then, here's then called a council meeting. So he said, "Any more people from your clans gone missing?" Shikaku and then Hyuga Hayashi spoke up. "No." Naruto then said, then Hiruzen said, Inazaka, and, hold on, let me find Kiba's clan. And the Zukas, have you lost any clan members? No. It looks like he's going after the ones with powerful jutsus. As the Nara clan does not have as much members as the Hyuga, so if they lost 5 more kids, it'd be pretty, it'd be difficult to come, by. As they only have 100 members, they've lost 6 so far. If someone's stolen 5 more. Then Hayashi spoke. "Do you know of anyone who would want to steal the Hyuga and Nara clan King Genkai's?" Hiruzen then said no, other than Orochimaru, but we haven't seen him enter the village. Hyuga Hayashi said, "Naruto's going after the main branch family members, so he knows about the curse seal. Not the curse seal, the caged bird seal. So, if Naruto went after, Hinata, the princess, he'd have a lot of control over the Hyuga. If the person that's been kidnapping his kids did take Hinata, then they'd have a lot of power over the Hyuga, because it'd look like nothing would happen." Then said, Hiruzen agreed. As we can go back to the Land of Wave art now. As so, Haku is not woken up from this genjutsu. That's why Naruto still has her in a scroll. He then sees that the bridge is almost complete. Then, one day, Gato came. As Gato had all of his men, Naruto left clones at the Tasuna's house, protecting them. He then sealed their dead bodies, as he thought maybe bandits might be good test subjects. As so then, we see as Gato says, "Well, whoever kills the blonde-haired person gets a bonus, and whoever kills Kakashi Hatake." They nod their head as they charge, as Naruto then says, "Fire style, fireball jutsu," as it consumed a lot of people. As then he went through hand signs and said, "Fire style, majestic destroyer flame," as that took out half of their army already. Naruto then went through hand signs and he said, "Wind style, wind dragon, Fire Cell, Flame Dragon Bomb. Water Cell, Water Dragon Jutsu. Lightning Cell, Lightning Dragon. Earth Cell, Earth Dragon. As then he said, 5 Elemental Dragon Combo. As they went after them, as they started destroying all the army, it killed Gato. As everyone was as impressed as the whole entire village. And then Naruto said, okay, let's continue this bridge. They do that as they go back to the Leaf Village. Now, Naruto goes home, and Kakashi says they have to do, they're going to have a 2-day rest, but then after 2 days, he wants to meet them at Training Ground 7. Naruto then said, as he started making shadow clones, as then Anbu started to appear, as it was the transformation jutsu. As he started taking more main branch Uchihas. He took about 10 more. Children, of course. As there's a lot of children, just because they want to keep their clan going, there's just a lot of children. And so then there is also the Naruto clan. As Naruto took about 6 more, so he placed them with the Uchihas. He then decided that he would make half Hyuga, half Uchihas. So he took all 10 children he took, and he put them with the Uchihas. So he took out one of their eyes, placed it with the Hyugas, and then he put one Uchiha eye. As he also took out all the Nara, he took out 3 out of the 5 Nara eyes, as he put them with Sharingans. Naruto then took the 2 Naras that he didn't use and put them in the Senju room, as he injected them with Senju DNA. So he only had 2 Senju DNA left. And he had a lot more Uchiha eyes. He then said, I'm going to need people to heal this. As he started putting healing seals all over the capsule. He then said, Orochimaru probably is going to come soon. Naruto walked out of the room. He was right. Orochimaru has come. Naruto said, well, Orochimaru, I am busy right now, as I'm setting up a Yuki room. Unless you have someone worth my while, I don't want to talk. As Naruto handed a scroll to the clone, as then the dragon appeared in the Yuki room as it started expanding it. As Haku was drained all of her blood. As Naruto had many samples of blood of the Yuki. So he then tossed Haku's body, and he fed it to the dragons. As it wasn't juicy, it was just bone for them to chew on. He also fed the dragons and other types of meat. He then said, well, Naruto, I might have someone you may be interested in. Naruto then said, who? As he then said, well, hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to search up a random clan. Orochimaru then said, well, I don't have it. Hold on. Never mind. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's say that, there's one, Kaguya clan left. As I know they were supposed to be all killed, but let's say there was one left. As he handed the boy. As the boy was the age of 5. So, yeah. The boy was the age of 5. Yeah, so Naruto then saw the boy was tranquilized. As Naruto eyes and whined as he said, the Kaguya clan. As then Orochimaru said, "Yes, Naruto, what will you trade me for this boy?" Naruto then said, "I will trade you a Hyuga eye." He said, "One Hyuga eye? I will take that offer." As Naruto then gave the Hyuga eye, as Orochimaru then gave him the boy, Naruto smiled wickedly as he said, "More clans. Perfect." As then one more clone and the male actually came out. So he dug this one. As this boy is going to be wonderful. As he has a lot of blood in him he's 100%, so easy money, basically, Naruto was thinking. As he was taking out all the blood. As he said, he's just now a husk. As I have 50 samples of his blood, and I have 100 samples of the Yuki clan. As then Orochimaru said, "You're gaining more people." As Naruto said, "Imagine a Hyuga with the Kaguya bloodline." And then Orochimaru said, "Chakra points plus bones. Truly deadly combo." And imagine a Nara clan with the speed of a Yuki. As then Orochimaru then said, "Well, Naruto, you get to it." Naruto then said, "Let's take some more Hyugas." As his Anbu then appeared, his transformation Anbu, his Shadow clones that are transformationed into him Anbus, as it looked like they work under Lord Third. He stole 5 more children, 3 for the Kaguya bloodline, 2 for the Yuki. Naruto then got everything ready as he started. As he then said, "I can't take any more Nara. They truly have something going on, so need to be careful." So then the Hyuga member said, "They sell Anbu under Lord Third, come and steal children." As Hayashi Hyuga was furious as he called council meeting. As he said, "Lord Third, my guard said they seen your Anbu taking children out of my clan. Explain yourself." Hiruzen was surprised. He said, "I have not sent any of my Anbu to steal your children." Hayashi said, "My guard said so." So then Hiruzen said, "I guess they did." Give me a second. So Hiruzen then said, "Transformation Jutsu." As Hyuga Hayashi said, "Yes, I guess I didn't look at his chakra coils, but that could be possible." Then we go back to Naruto. As it's about to be the end of the second day, Naruto is doing some late night stuff as he was seeing how the progress was going. As in about a month or 2, these guys should wake up. As there'll still be one, they will be not aware of their powers, but they will think of me as their dad, which will be amazing. As then you see, how much Nara kids I put in the Uchiha. Hold on, give me a second. Let me give you a second. Okay, so there's about 7, 7 Hyugas in the Senju room. There's about 6 Naras in the Uchiha room, and there's about also 3 Hyugas in the Uchiha room. So And there was also 5, 2 in the in the Yuki, 2 Naras in the Yuki, and 2 more in the, 3 in the Kaguya. As so Naruto is already kind of building him an army because it's like 11. He has 18 people that are going to be really strong. So then he says, yes, okay, my plan is coming true. As then Naruto got some sleep. He went back up and he got some sleep. The next morning, he said, oh, I have to meet Sensei today at he said meet him at 8. He's probably going to come at 2 though. So, I have some time. As he was about to walk downstairs to his basement till he heard a knock at his door. As he opened it, as it was the Hokage says, Naruto, have you seen anyone taking the kids of Konoha? Naruto said, no, I have not. I will tell you if I find it, though. He says, okay, well, I hope you do a good job at your mission today, or your sensei's just talking to you, right? He nods and says, okay, you have fun. Naruto then closes the door as he goes downstairs, as he started writing his own journal. As I'm also going to need to probably write this down. I'll write it down later. So, we see as Naruto is just waiting. He just, when he went downstairs, he saw about, he saw 3 Naras running around, as then he saw 3 Hyugas running around. As these are all that have gotten out of their capsules so far. So there's about 6 out of their capsules so far. As they look at him, as they said, Dad? He then laughs, saying, yes, I am your father. Now, your brothers will be coming out soon. You just have to give them a bit. I'm healing them. They then nod their head as... So Naruto said, what you guys hungry for? Naruto just got them some ramen, and he also was cooking. He then left a shadow clone to watch them. As he then says, okay, I will be leaving a shadow clone for him to watch you guys. They nod their head. Then the shadow clone watches over them. Naruto's at the assembly. As Naruto said, this is going to be troublesome. Taking care of kids. I did sign up for it as soon as I put them in the capsules, though. As he was thinking this in his mind. As he went to Kakashi's meeting place. He went there and then, he appeared the exact same time as Kakashi did. Kakashi then made up an excuse. Naruto said, like I said before, you dumb? He always comes late. You gotta think about these things. She then nodded her head. He then tells them about the Chunin exams. As they're going to do the Chunin exams soon. I'm gonna stop it right here, though. I hope you all enjoyed, as this will be coming out today. Okay, if you want me to make a new video today, then this video has to hit 20 likes or something. Because if I don't get 20 likes, I'm probably not going to post today, just because of the fact that I talked for about 2 hours, give or take. Yeah. So how about I end this video and say... See, I might even make a video out of spite, actually. I might even make a new video today, even, because I missed 3 days worth of recording. But Let's see. Goodbye.